Okay, we'll go ahead and call the meeting to order. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance. We're actually going to face the northwest window here. It's out there, you just can't see it very well. So. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Go ahead and establish a roll call. Wawasa. Buckeye. Here. Alden. Here. Ackley.
Here.
Witten. New Providence.
Here.
Steamboat. Eldora.
Here.
Hardin County. Union.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Here.
Radcliffe.
Yes, sir.
Iowa Falls. Here. Entertain a motion to approve the minutes from the June 2019 meeting. Motion by Bear. Second by Kraus. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. I believe in your packet you have the financials for July, which we just started the new budget.
One thing that's not in this is that the 63,000 came in from state for the end of the year, E911 carryover funds. By law, they have to split that up for PSAP, so we got $64,000 just last week. And so that's in addition to what's on the.
Okay. Any questions or comments concerning the financials? Oh, that's your.
What falls under that other contracted services that we're down to 34% of the budget already? What falls under that? It's the fourth one down.
Contracted services. That would be, I'm guessing, if I'm not mistaken, that's our I am responding.
Yes.
Just
I am responding.
That we just took care of here 2 weeks ago, probably 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Okay.
Any other questions or comments concerning the financials? Old business, Hubbard Tower update. Oh, Nick had something come up today and had to head out of town. I don't know if we have anything more than that, or if he's in poor view of anything.
The EHP, the Environmental Historic Preservation, has been done. I think that's cost us almost $3,000 for that historic preservation at the University of Iowa. And then I was down at Radio Communications the other day, and they said the tower was ordered, so it shouldn't be too long before that gets in.
Anything else on that matter? I know County Attorney Meyer works with the formalities of the acquisition.
Yeah.
What do you got there, boss?
I've got a proposed lease agreement for the Hubbard site.
Okay.
I've got 12 copies of it.
Yeah, let's pass the front. Use those quick before we move on then.
Do we have any negative comments? I think I brought it up the last town hall meeting. Is there any negative comments about it?
In Hubbard?
Yeah. Haven't heard none.
Yeah, we haven't been contacted about any that I'm aware of.
So has it become a lease thing rather than a purchase thing on the land? Because weren't we gonna purchase that land?
Originally, that's what the discussion was.
It's a different chunk of land. than-
But yeah, that was the land changed because we ran into some conflict with like potential flooding in the old one.
Oh, okay.
Aesthetically, right near some apartments that the light could be burdensome.
Yeah, I remember that, yeah. Okay.
So this pad is on the west side of town where you hang a right to head toward Radcliffe on 155. There's that, used to be the tow business out there. Chunk of property out in that area.
Okay.
I had the same question. I thought we were still talking about that other junk yet.
Yeah, I thought, okay.
So yeah, it's on the second page, item number 4, tenant agrees to pay landlord as rent for the real estate, the rent, a one-time payment of $2,000 for the term of the lease. So.
Missed your question, but if we were talking about a purchase, that was back with the co-op.
Yep.
And there was an issue with that because of the zoning and all of that. And the city didn't want that, so we did find this property. It ended up having to be a lease that Kim and Daryl were working on. For Daryl, that's been working on one of the two.
And it is a consecutive 25-year lease.
The same as that. They turn around and say, "We're gonna screw with you anymore, we're gonna take it down."
Which I'm guessing this is
25 years, that's recovered. Oh,
I know, or at least that's.
Somewhere this year.
We'll have to figure that out, and I'll do an amendment, because that wasn't budgeted. Correct. The budgets were done prior. Right. Give us that.
And the line item that I would suggest to come out of is the tower and comm equipment. Because that's where I was talking to Blake about all the tower expenses coming out.
Sitting at 20,000.
Yeah.
Okay, so, yeah, that makes sense.
Any further discussion regarding the tower site?
So then $2,000 rent covers the 25 years?
That we actually not sign it.
Daryl, is this ready to sign if they approve it tonight, or?
It is.
You guys for any further discussion?
Yeah, any further discussion regarding this lease agreement? I know it's short order reviewing it, but I'm sure. If you make the motion tonight, you have to make the next one on the 25 years, so I'm not going anywhere.
I'll motion to approve.
Motion by Kraus, do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Clements. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item B, grant process clarification.
So this was Bryce and I talked about this. This year, you guys have approved that each department can apply for up to $3,000. Do you want that to be that they have to have that $3,000 in one, get their 3,000 together? Or, so I've got I think I had a claim from Radcliffe for $500 or $1,000, 500 or 1,000, I can't remember.
That was last year's balance.
Yeah.
Should have been Arcom. I don't know when they sent you the actual bill for it. That
Yeah, what's your request?
I'm going to request probably tomorrow to get for 3,000.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the one you got from Arcom for the $1,000 was from last fiscal year. I don't know when they actually sent it to you, but that was approved last year.
Okay.
All right. So the question is, if they ask for 1,500 initially, can they come back and ask for the
Yes.
additional 1,500? To me, that would only be reasonable.
Yeah, I
It's
think
just gonna give, bookkeeping wise, we're gonna have to make sure we keep track of it.
This is kind of like you got that one from us for the ambulance. And then I know we're going to look at when our new ambulance gets here for paying for the radio, so hopefully.
Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna need to make sure, I mean, obviously, we prefer not to, somebody doesn't come in at $100 a pop every couple months, but they could, you know, with the $3,000 per entity, I have no problem. Break it up if that's what benefits them in equipment purchases. Scott?
So you're saying that because Steamboat Rock and our first responders are the same unit, but would we be considered separate entities as the fire department asking for $1,000 and the first responders asking for $1,000? How are you guys distinguishing that? Because I believe us and Buckeye are the ones, if I'm not mistaken, that have their departments together. Iowa Falls, are you considered together? Okay, there's the 3 stations, so I'm kind of asking.
Well, I believe Holden is the same
Same thing? Okay, so I guess I'm asking this question. Does only one entity get to ask for that certain amount of money?
I thought originally we broke it out per entity. So you have fire, you have first responders.
Okay,
I believe that's what we had agreed upon.
What do we say? We had 21 agencies.
Right. So if you broke it out that way, that's what we.
okay, I didn't know, so that's, okay. Thank you.
Then you've got one more request.
And we do have, this is not been, I guess it technically hasn't been, because we've included PDs in it as well, but we have one from Sheriff's Office Communications on some mapping for, for mapping and dispatch, like some hard. So there'd be like district maps for fire and EMS, so that way if computers, well, this morning we lost electricity, we had no computers, we had nothing at the office for a while, but we'd still be able to run off of an old map, or I should say an old map, a new current map, but
And this is a different kind of, this is not on cardboard, this is on a plastic sheeting kind of thing. So it's a little more expensive than they've been in the past, but they're more sturdy because they slide them in and out underneath the desk and then they're mounted on the walls.
so the request to have those done would be $450 for 6 of them.
That's our primary dispatch. Motion to pay the $450.
We have a motion by Kraus, we have a second. Second by Smug. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Yeah.
Okay. The next one we have is through 911 to be under the same theory of the grant system for $1,257.30. But it's for the Sierra Wireless Airlink, what we run in our patrol cars too. So on our mapping, obviously the EMA vehicle would have a computer in it that shows mapping. So if there's a 911 call, it pops up on that computer through this system, showing where that emergency would be, or whether it be a diesel spill, a structure fire, or whatever, and it would be allowed mapping for EMA, but for responding to 911 type situations. So that's for $1,257 a month. What we run in all of our patrol cars.
That's another thing.
No,
No, you should have one that's from Farmers like You don't have that one?
And what this will do is also allow us to see where he's at, dispatch see where he's at. We have an event, say hazardous materials, you can click a button and it'll basically turn into a compound, if you will, and direct you there. Gives us a lot more oversight. We're going to entertain a motion to it.
So moved.
By Clemens, second by Scott Williams. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
That was actually new business. Yeah, the EMA request for the radios, we're going to address that in EMAs. So next meeting date, September 17th, 6 p.m. Does that work for everyone? We are going to try to meet here. From here on out, we hope to have some of the construction done moving forward to make it a little bit more aesthetically appeasing, but we'll get there. September 17th, 2019, 6 p.m. Got a motion on that? Motion by Williams, second. Second by Bear. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Entertain a motion to adjourn. By Smuck. Second. Second by Newgard. Further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Adjourned. We've got 10 minutes before we can start the EMA meeting, so meet your neighbor.